Welcome, Pile 3. This reading is for you, pertaining to the year ahead, 2026 calendar year. Your first card was the Four of Cups reversed, which speaks to insecurities, emotions that are ambiguous, not being heard, not being resolved, messages that are falling on deaf ears. So let's get some insight. What's going on for you right now? Five of Swords. So it's like a time of, this is Athena. She's doing a lot of evaluating in her mind, a lot of recalibrating, and she can be a little bit cruel when she's overthinking, when she's being a little bit logistical. You're in a place of trying to be in your mind, not be in your messy emotions. Just be clear, be wise, be methodical, not foolish. What's crossing you, though, is the Nine of Discs, is integrating your mind, body, and soul. That makes a lot of sense. So it's speaking to being out of balance in your mind, body, soul. And this is like the gateway to us ascending in this lifetime, to stepping into our true powers when we have coherence in our head, in our heart. If you were drawn to this pile, this is a Persephone card. It's a lot about being called into your own underworld. And this card also speaks to sewing together the underworld and the upper world, the mind being an exalted part of that process in alignment with the heart. What needs to be heard right now? Five of Wands reversed. You got that dog in you. There's a monster inside of you that's begging to get out. You need an outlet for your emotional rage that's messy and that it might be threatening, it might be frightening. But you need to speak your anger. You need an outlet for your anger, a safe space for you to process. What's coming? What kind of anger is coming through here? So, Four of Swords. Interesting. There's an anger about conflict of ideals. You're not able to rest. Your mind is very busy. There is some there's a mental battle going on right now between heaven and earth. Let's get some clarity on that, please. Someone is out of integrity, and you're very upset about that. It could be you. Someone is not standing in their noble virtue, and it's causing you a lot of anguish. And maybe it's causing a lot of emotions to come up, which are uncomfortable. So I want to refer back to, what are the messages that are not being received right now? Okay, so King of Swords reversed and the Page of Swords. It's the same message I've already spoken to, basically. The King of Swords reversed is like you're using your head too much. You're overthinking, and that's Four of Swords here maybe is referring to the anger. You're in your head instead of your heart, and the Page of Swords has the throat chakra and the heart chakra. She speaks from the heart. She has this dragon tattoo that brings the heart and the throat together, so she needs to speak from the heart. So there's this anger here that's emotional that needs to be spoken, and it has to do with someone being out of integrity. And Persephone was also kidnapped by Hades, so I'm getting that there's like a sinister character involved. That's what I'm getting. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I encourage you to make your own meaning. If this is if you've gotten this far, make your own interpretation. Who is it? The Four of Wands reversed. It's the masculine. There's someone who's using their masculine power in a way that's power over and not supporting. Its power is domineering. That's bringing up a lot of anger for you. So who is your ally? Your ally is the Knight of Swords, but in the reversed. So, owls are coming through here pretty strongly. If you are getting this card, it's because you are a very quick-witted, intelligent person. But the allyship here is in knowing when to speak, knowing when to quiet the mind. The ally is actually in slowing down, meditating, coming into the heart, allowing there to be some space for this anger. Not acting on it, creating a safe space to get through the head and tie it together with the heart and the body. Because there's this character that's causing a lot of strife. What do they need to know? Basically that they can't hide from the truth. The truth, they're trying to escape accountability. And there's this, the Hierophant speaks to like systems of learning and like religion, and that being used in a way to take you out of your path. But this is Babylon. This is the goddess. Like, she can't be used. Like, the message that's coming through is they cannot take your power away. Even when we're living in the upside down, which is very prone to take the power away from women. I feel called to say the feminine. I feel like if you're called to this reading, the feminine archetype might be something that you resonate with. And if you don't, maybe it's possible that you are not behaving in your integrity. If you're a masculine that's not behaving your integrity, this is a call out. This is an opportunity for you to look and listen and ask yourself that question. Am I in my integrity? And this is not an indictment of your character. This is simply an invitation to look at, am I the problem? Yes. And that goes for all of us. If the shadow is reversed at the bottom of the deck, we are unwilling to look at ourselves in the mirror and be honest about who we are. So this is your chance. If you're feeling like a victim, if you're feeling like a villain, those are parts of a story. Those are roles that were cast, and they're subjective. And yes, there is harm that's caused, and there's always opportunities for accountability. But if we're not willing to look at how we participated in creating this issue, then there's no opportunity for us to evolve. It doesn't matter about if justice comes between us and someone else. This is all about us coming into honesty with ourselves, aligning with our heart, speaking our truth, even if it's ugly. This whole reading is saying we're not listening to our heart. We're too caught up in our mind. We need to slow our mind down. We need to stop being so mental. We need to step into our integrity. We need to create space for our anger. We need to align our hearts. We need to trust that we have the capacity to walk this path if we look at our shadow and we're honest with ourselves about who we are. So what is the true nature of this Pile 3 collective? What is something, if we look in the mirror, what will we see? The Wheel of Fortune. Reversed. we are the architects of our own discomfort. And that is that's a horrible thing to say to someone who might feel victimized, who might be victimized. And I just want you to know, like, I'm not saying that. If you're in a serious situation of abuse, or it's not your fault, and there are ways that we create our suffering. And this is an invitation to look at how we've participated in collaborating in creating our suffering over the next year. So, you know, this is a big time scale to be looking at, and I really believe that if you're a person who's gotten this far in this reading, that you're capable of moving through this struggle and coming out on top. But there's a big message of rekindling love in your body and in your heart, and that's been neglected. There's been a lot of emphasis on the mind, and there's like a loss of love in your life right now. And I mean, as I'm interpreting these cards, and take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but it's time to rekindle love in your life in the coming year. Love is coming for you. But it's only going to come if you are willing to accept the truth about yourself. That is just coming through really hard and clear, and I can't change the message. So, good luck. There's more readings to come. Take heart. This isn't the end of the world. This is just your journey. Fare thee well.